Hello gamers, it's SoftKitty99 in the Creative Builds world in Minecraft, and today I hope you're feeling Christmassy because I want to continue with my Santa's village. Today I think it'd be really cool to add some little houses for the elves. I've had to look at the spacing for where the houses might fit, and I think we can fit in 3 houses for the elves along this way next to the beautiful snowman statue. In order to build these, I would like to use lime terracotta, brown terracotta, and the dried kelp block. We're also going to want a door. Now what's going to be more festive-y? Is there a door that's sort of festive-y? Let's use the spruce door because it looks quite rustic. And for windows, should we use a matching glass? Should we use green glass to match with the lime walls perhaps? Yes, let's try that. So if you start with the lime terracotta, if we start with the lime terracotta along the front of the house, I'd like that to be 6 long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the side to be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then join that across and along. So yes, these are going to be very small little houses, but I think they'll be just enough for the elves. Bring the walls up to a height of 3. And we are going to want windows. Where shall we have our windows? We do it like that inside, so there's just one little window right in the middle like that perhaps. That might work quite well. Like that. And then in the front we're going to want the door. How about if we put a window right there and we put the door here. So in order to put the door in, we're going to need a little path to join us to the main path, and then I want the door to be sunk in, so we're going to go inside the house in order to place our door just like so. And then we want our matching windows on the other side of the build, so let's line those up, and then let's fill in using our lime terracotta. So 3 high on the walls, 2 single windows on the 2 sides, and 1 single window in the front with the door. See? Beautiful little house. And we're going to build 2 more. The number of houses that you build is going to be dependent on your particular size of plot and how many houses you like on it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 by 8 little rectangular houses, and bring the walls up to 3. Don't forget to put in 2 little windows on the 2 sides. I'm not putting any windows on the back wall because I figure that's where we're going to put the beds, and I probably don't want light shining in their eyes right in the bed. Though of course in the Santa's village it's probably going to be quite dark most of the year, so light shining in your eyes when you wake up in the mornings and try to go to sleep at night is not going to be a problem, because it's always going to be a bit dull and dark at that point in the year, isn't it? Oh. But we must imagine that Santa and the elves love the cold, because that's where they've chosen to live. Right, don't forget to add the path to connect you to your main path in your village, and we want a door. Sneak inside and pop in the door, and let's go and put in our 3rd house for my little village. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look out a spot for the door by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 by 8 all the way along, 3 high. Don't forget the windows, space for 1 window, and space for our 2nd window. fill in the back all the way along to 3 high in our beautiful green. If you want the village to be more bright, of course, you could use the concretes. I just thought those colours were just that little tiny bit too bright for what I was imagining. But if you do want it to be a lot brighter, you could use the concretes and just make it much more bright and shiny. What's personal taste, which materials you'd like to use. Here we go. Let's pop in our door, and we need windows. So 1, 2 along there, 1, 2 along there, and 1 there. So we don't really want snow on the underfoot inside a little house, so I think what would look really nice is the dried kelp blocks to just make a tiled floor, and it's green too, and it just adds a little bit of character. I just think those tiles actually look really nice. If you don't like that material, of course, you can put in some substitute. If you want something bright and shiny and merry, you can maybe use some of the mosaic coloured flooring ideas, because this is a small building, so the mosaic, even if you use the really bright colours, it's just not going to overpower too much because it's just a small area. And once we've put the furniture in, of course, you're not going to see too much of the interior floor. So let's just pop in the rest of the floor. There we go, that's 2, so we've just got 1 more. So we're going to have 3 houses, so I'm kind of imagining that one of them will be for maybe the head elf and his family. So the head elf and his wife are probably the 2 elves in charge of all the other workers. I imagine that they live in one of the houses, and then the other 2 huts will be for the all the male elves in one hut and all the female elves in the other hut, perhaps. We're going to want a roof, and let's think. If we have, we're going to use the, I think we might use the brown terracotta to make the roofs. So let's start on the wall and just run a row all the way along there and all the way along here. And then we want the lime again. If we add a little row there and there. And then the brown, of course, is going to come here and here. So we could put terracotta in the middle there, and then at the top the brown is going to meet like that. And then we're going to just bring the roof across till it comes to the front, like so. So it's nice big sort of chunky roof. Even kind of looks a little bit gingerbready, perhaps. Oops, there we go. And then the gap in the middle, we will want to put a little bit of the lime terracotta. See, just like so. I'm going to put some sort of lamp on the top, perhaps. Now it looks a little bit boring, so what we're going to do is extend the roof 1 block further than the house, and along the side we're going to make it 1 row lower as well, just above, right above the windows. That's why the windows are only 1 block tall, otherwise they would hit the roof, and we don't want that. Now these are designed to be little cute houses, so that they look like little cute houses, because it's where the elves live, and everybody imagines that that'll be little and cute, just like so. And then we do the same with the others. So start by running it along the walls, on all of the walls. So Merry Christmas to you all. We're really close now. I can't believe how close we are to Christmas. It's just snuck upon me really, really quickly. It's here before I was prepared, before I even knew it was coming. The year just seems to have flown by, and here we are doing our Christmas build again. Whoa! Here we are. Let's see. Of course, this is the very first Christmas build. Last year I did do a Christmas build, but I didn't do it for a channel because I just did it with a friend. To have a little bit of fun in Minecraft. And this year I'm building it live for you guys, and I'm hoping that it will inspire you and get you in a Christmassy mood. Right, we're nearly done with the roof here. Let's extend that by one, pop it on here. I'm not doing this in a very organised fashion, am I? I'm just kind of pottering around, slowly filling it in. A little bit of a haphazard build. Here we go. I think you already know what we're trying to do here, so. And then it's just the top on this one. And let's be a little bit more systematic on the other one, just so that you get to see how to do it just one more time. That's that one. Right, so this one, you put the row along the edge, you fill in the centre here, and then you remember to extend it one more in front of the house. And let's put all the edges, oops, make sure you put it in the right place. And then we extend, oops, have we done, yeah, have we gone down the side of the build? Yeah, extend it once more along the edge of the building. Oh, and I've left a gap of 3 between the line walls so that the roofs don't meet. So that's a gap of 3 between each of your houses, just so that the roofs don't clip each other as you build them. You can of course build them further away than that, but that's the minimum distance, is 3 between the green walls, between the 2 houses. And now we just have to fill in the rest across it. Here we go, let's fill this in. We need an extra one on the back there. Oop, placed one in the wrong place here. Let's extend these just back across here, and we're nearly done. One more to fill that in, and one across the back. So we have 3 beautiful little elf houses with the neat little gingerbready type roofs, and beautifully green to match the Christmassy idea. Now that looks a little bit boring on the front, I think. I think we're going to need something to make that look a little bit better. What shall we do? We could knock out a couple of windows here and add a skylight. Should we do that? Perhaps we would actually. Let's knock out 2 windows here to add a little bit more light. Oh yes, I quite like that. Let's do that. So just below the roof here, we add little skylights like so. I quite like that. I think we need a little porch. So let's grab some dark oak fence, and should we use the dark oak slab? Yes, let's do that. And let's add a tiny little structure. Use the dark oak across there and the fence pole down there. Oh yes, I like that. Let's do that. So dark oak fence pole at the sides of the door, right next to it on the left and the right, and then the dark oak slab all the way across to make like a little porch overhang for the door, and it just adds a little bit of character and depth to the builds. I like that. And that is the exterior of our little houses. So all we need to do now is do the interior. So let's grab some beds. Now all the house is green, so I think we want to let's use the red beds. You know why? Because Santa. Let's use the red beds. It's Christmas, everything's got to be red. Right, let's make the first house the one belonging to the couple that are in charge. So we'll have a double bed. We'll use the dark oak slab at the left and right for like a little table for them. And how are we going to do furniture? Let's get chests so that they've got somewhere to put things. Let's put the chest here. Should I just put it right in the corner? Let's make it a big double chest, and let's make it, oh, that's interesting, big double chest for them there. And let's clear the let's think, what do I want? Let's have some carpet to make a little table. Yes, no, let's use the red. We're going to want that, we're going to want that. We don't need that now. We need the carpet, and we're going to want some dark oak. I should have kept the fence, shouldn't I, to make the help make the furniture inside. Is that going to be, this might work. So if we put a seat, leave a gap space, and then put another seat, pop the oak fence in the middle, and use the red as a little tabletop. All we need now is some light. If we grab the torches, and we've used the line, right, so if we put a torch, how about we put a torch there, and there, and there, and there, and then that gives us a little bit of light. And perhaps we want a painting, painting. If we put a little painting on the, oh, that's a little big. Oh, is that too big? Oh no. We're going to have to use something to make it a little bit smaller, aren't we? I put that like that, and then we try. Ooh, can we get a pretty one? Oh, that's quite nice. Let's have that. There, beautiful. That just makes it look a little bit nicer, doesn't it? I like that. So there we go. This is the head elf's house. So that's the interior for the head elf's house. And now if we go outside, and we're going to want to go into the next one. This is going to be for the boys or the girls. Let's have the girls, shall we, next to them. So let's start with the torches in the corners. So just put that in all four corners. And because this is going to be a communal house, we're going to need more space for the beds, aren't we? So I think the easiest way to do that is probably to put a bed there, and then we're going to want a chest and a bed, and actually probably the other way, because that will encroach on the door too much, won't it? So if we have a bed, and then we have a chest, and then we have a bed, and then we have a chest, and then we have a bed, and then we have a chest, that will work. Then all of them, whoops, no, the chest wants to go on the floor. That means they will all have a little bit of space of their own. And then along the other side, we're going to need somewhere for them to sit. So if we start by the door with a little seating area for a table, like so, let's put the just like that, and then at the back we can give them a little bit of, or should we just put another table? Let's put another table. That way they will all have somewhere to sit and work and write and do whatever they need to do. There we go. So they've all got space for writing and sitting, and we'll pop another picture on the back wall. No, we don't want spiders, it's Christmassy. Yeah, how about the make that the boys, because it's a sort of sporty theme. That'll be the boys' hut. And then we'll want the girls' hut. So let's start with the torches in all the corners to make sure everything's nice and light. And then again we'll have the beds in a little row. So bed, space, bed, space. We will put a little chest down so everybody has space for their own private things. And then we'll have chair, space, chair, chair, space, chair. Pop the dark oak fence in the middle and the red carpet on top of both of those. Then we want to mark as spaces so that we can get the picture to be the right size, and then we want something nice for the girl. How about that? And that is the housey for the girl elves. And that is today's build. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. And Merry Christmas to you all. Goodbye and happy gaming!